Hello friends, this is Akash Misra here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Mechanical Engineering Make Easy, and I am making video which are going to cover all the syllabus of GATE. In that we are moving with manufacturing. This is 43rd lecture and up till now we have I have completed number of subjects, so I have designed separate playlist for separate subjects. So go to my channel, watch that all videos. If you are new, then please subscribe and share to your friends and like also if you are enjoying my sessions. So today we are going to take a look of powder metallurgy. Okay, what exactly powder metallurgy? Powder metallurgy is process in that we are going to produce the metal powder or non-metal powder and utilize that powder for our components or manufacturing industry for development of any component, etc, etc. In case of manufacturing industry, if we are going to use that powder, we firstly develop powder. After that we use that powder, that is nothing but powder metallurgy. Okay, in that different steps are there. Likewise, powder production, after that powder conditioning. What is powder production? Means by different means, that may be mechanical, chemical, electrochemical or etc. By different means we are going to generate the powder from raw material. Okay, then powder conditioning means for improving properties we are going to do heat treatment. Then we may blending and mix. Blending and mixing means there may be chances that we have to make any alloy. In that we need to pour some 50% powder of iron and 50% of copper, for example, assume only. So we are going to take 50% powder of iron and 50% of copper. So we will just take that 50% iron and 50% copper and we will going to mix that properly. That is nothing but blending and mixing. Okay, then next is nothing but sieving. Sieving is nothing but for uniform shape and size of powder we will do one method, that is nothing but sieving. In that method we will also have some types like mechanical. We are going to do that method by mechanical means that then that will be mechanical, then chemical, electrochemical or etc etc. So these are all the parameters in powder conditioning, that is nothing but heat treatment, sieving and blending and mixing. Okay, and next is nothing but powder compacting or pressing. Powder compacting or pressing means after blending or mixing what will happen. For example, if this is punch, from back side also there will be one punch, and here that powder will be there and we are going to press that powder with the help of these two punches. Okay, and why we are going to press that? For removing the air bubbles, air gaps in between that, and to get the uniform density of that powder we will just compress that. Okay, then we after that compression or pressing we will do next method, that is nothing but sintering. Sintering is nothing but heating process. Okay, next is sintering is nothing but heating process. We are going to heat this compact, that is nothing but the name of this compact is green compact. Okay, means we have done the powder production. After that we have done the powder conditioning. After that we have we are in a phase to press that powder. Okay, so after pressing that powder, that will be the powder, that pressed powder compact, that the name of that is nothing but green compact. Okay, and that green compact we are going to heat and that operation is called as sintering operation. Okay, then next is sizing and impregnation. Means up till now we have only pressed that powder, we haven't given any shape to that powder. So after heating we will give the shape. For example, we need to give such a shape. So die will be here, that green compact we are going to place here, that will be heated now, and after that we are going to press with the help of this punch. Okay, we are going to press with the help of this punch. So ultimately that will get the shape of our required component shape, that will be given to that green compact. Okay, heated green compact, that is nothing but sizing or impregnation. Then after that sizing and impregnation, we have got our component or we have got our required product, but after that we need to do testing of that, testing and inspection. In that, what we will do, that is there any porosity problem is there, or any crack, internal cracks, external cracks, the strength of that component is desirable or not, etc, etc. We will check all the parameters. Okay, so this is all the process which we are going to follow in case of powder metallurgy. That is nothing but powder production, powder conditioning, powder compacting, sintering. After that sintering, we are going to do shaping. Okay, so these are different different steps in powder metallurgy. So take a look of these all steps, then write down the name, and if possible then draw these some figures also, so that you will get to know how this operation happens. Okay, and these figures are key points for your after means when you will be in a phase to do revision. In that case, the figures are only the key point for us. So that's why please try to draw all the figures, and try to remember and try to prepare the notes in figure form. That figure form is too much important for remembering. Okay, then we will move in some detail manner for powder production. Up till now we have seen the steps of powder metallurgy, how the process goes on and how we will get the final component. Okay, final required component. Now we will move one method, that is nothing but powder production, which is first step of powder metallurgy. So in that case, there are different types of methods we need to implement, like there may be mechanical method, there may be physical method. Okay, next is there may be chemical method, and next will be electrochemical. Electrochemical method. Okay, we can go with mechanical methods, we can go with physical methods, we can go with chemical, and we can go with electrochemical. So in that, in case of electrochemical, like in we will take some properties of chemical and some properties of electro. Likewise, in case of electrochemical machining and etc, we was supplying the current also, and we was doing supply of electrolyte, and because of that the chemical action is also happening, and because of that electricity the oxide film was developing, and we are going to remove that oxide film. Likewise, in case of electrochemical process, the powder production, we will do electrochemical process also. Then next is mechanical. In case of mechanical, there are different methods of generating powder, like we can do machining, we can do crushing, we can do milling, sorting, graining, atomization. Normal machining, by normal machining also we can get powder. After that crushing is one kind of operation there. Then next is milling, then sorting, graining, atomization. These are some methods, mechanical methods we can prefer for powder production. Then next is physical. How we will get the by physically, that is nothing but condensation and thermal decomposition. These two methods we can get the powder production physically. That is nothing but condensation means we in case of there may be, okay, here liquid we have prepared, that liquid may have some impurities etc etc, so we will just heat this liquid in vapor form, and after that we will condense that. Okay, so ultimately by condensation also we will get the powder. This is one method. Then next is thermal decomposition, is also one physical method. Then we will move towards chemical. By chemical means also, by chemical process also we will get the powder. So how we will get, that is nothing but by reduction, by intergranular corrosion and precipitation. These three types of processes there for chemical process for production of powder. Which are that? That is nothing but reduction, intergranular corrosion and precipitation. As we are mechanical engineer, we will not have too much deep knowledge of chemical processes, but only remember the names. That names are too much important for us only. And next is electrochemical. Electrochemical process may be anything that we will prefer for powder production. But in these all the processes, I will say you that crushing then graining, atomization, these are some mechanical processes. After that some physical like condensation and thermal decomposition. These processes are common, very common for use of powder production. Okay, so these some names are common, so you should know all the names. Okay, so this is all about powder production, how we can produce the powder with different means. So I have given you very brief idea of powder production also. Then we will move towards next point, and that is nothing but shapes of powder. Okay, as we are producing powder, so which kind of shape that powder will have? That powder may have spheroid shape, may have some flake shape, may have some fiber type shape. That powder may have some dendrite type shape. What is dendrite exactly? In case of cooling, and that you will get to know that what exactly dendrite is nothing but while cooling the nucleus will be formed, and that nucleus will be going to form one dendrite, and after that with the help of that dendrite growth all the solidification will occur. Okay, so dendrite will have very irregular shape. Likewise, okay, dendrite will have any kind of shape, that is nothing but dendrite. Then next is flaky. Okay, next is irregular shape, maybe there, maybe angular shape, maybe porous shape. Okay, these are some different types of shapes that powder can have. Okay, in that way majorly we know the spherical shape. Okay, but again for proper getting proper compact and etc, we will go with some flaky shape, then fibrous shape, dendrite shape. Okay, so these are some popular shapes that you should know, shapes of powders. Okay, so as per our GATE syllabus, all the syllabus I am going to complete here, and in that the powder metallurgy I have completed in this one lecture itself. If you need very deep knowledge of powder metallurgy, then let me know in comment box. Yes, definitely I will make video on that, but later on. Okay, so now we will move towards our last topic, that is bonus point. If you are enjoying my session, then please like, share and subscribe, and you can comment me if you have any suggestion. Applications. Okay, as we have studied one process, that is nothing but powder metallurgy, and we are going to generate the component with the help of powder metallurgy. So where nowadays where the application is there of powder metallurgy? So in automobile, then in defense, then in refractory materials, aerospace, in atomic industry, everywhere there is the applications of powder metallurgy. But only nowadays there is no too much common use of powder metallurgy. Nowadays we are only doing conventional machining and etc etc. But some applications, like in case of automotive, there is clutch, brake, this kind of applications we are using the powder metallurgy. Then next, in case of defense sector, for rocket, missile and some bullets and etc, for that also by some means we are using some powder metallurgy process there also. Then next is refractory materials like bulbs, x-ray tubes etc. For generation of that kind of equipment also, by some companies the powder metallurgy process is going to implemented there also. Then next is in case of aerospace industry, the satellites, then space vehicles and etc, for that also the powder metallurgy process in for some components going to use there. Then next is atomic, for atomic reactors and for atomic generators we are going to use the powder metallurgy. Okay, so these are some applications of powder metallurgy, and I have given you all the idea of very brief process of powder metallurgy, some applications and etc etc. So if you have enjoyed my session, then please like, share and subscribe, and let me know in comment box also. So we'll meet again, and up till now, thank you friends.